this rock coming down. Holy! Good morning, adventurers. Well, it's a beautiful day here in the Hunza Valley. We're in Pasu, and it's been a bit of rubbish weather for the first couple of days here coming up the Karakoram. But look at this, the sun's come out, and look at the Pasu cones. That's incredible. So if you've not been able to see the top of any of these pretty well until today, so this is great. We got up early in the morning and going on a hike to a glacier somewhere up there. There's actually 3 glaciers, one kind of on that side. I don't know the name. One of them's called White Glacier, Passu Glacier, and Black Glacier. There's 3 of them just in this pretty close area. So gonna trek up and check out at least one of them. Might get to 2. But look at little Pasu village. So it's a pretty old looking little village going on here. As I was saying yesterday, there's looks like there's a bit of development happening here, and I just can't believe that somewhere like this isn't developed already, because for the whole way up the Karakoram in the Hunza Valley, this is by far the most beautiful part of it, I think, in my mind anyway. The Pasu cones and the glaciers and these mountains, we're just surrounded by them. So yeah, looking forward to this little trek, stretching my legs out. Right on, let's see how this goes. All right, we're on the trailhead. Heads off through this bracken stuff. Oh, look at this. The views are only going to get better as we go. Look at this old path up here. There's like a cave or something up there, I don't know. Someone's put a lot of effort in to build a path on a mountainside. So, I don't know what that's about. Okay, we're about halfway into the trek and we've already lost the path. We've got Captain America here leading the way, and we've just decided our offline maps kind of shows that we should be up here somewhere, but the actual path we were walking on went down there. Apparently the glacier is just here. So we've kind of just like, it's 50-50, we've chosen to go up, head up the ridge line. We're off to a good start. Both of us have the same offline maps. Offline maps are really giving us a bit of the bum steer here, but so having to make our way across this, I don't know, rocky moraine. That sounds delicious. I'll have a slice of rocky moraine, thank you. But I guess around here, we're in the confluence of a lot of mountains, 4 mountain ranges: the Himalaya, Hindu Kush, Karakoram and the Pamirs. And we're also right on the verge of 2 tectonic plates and moving, so there's a lot of earthquake activity, and I guess the offline maps could be right one day and completely wrong the next. And this looks like, I don't know, you get a rock fall down here and that's it, your path is gone. So we'll keep bumping along this delicious rocky moraine. So we've sort of come up, our offline map is showing we're meant to be way up here somewhere. I've sort of rock climbed around the edge of this. This is the lake, lovely. And this is kind of where I've got to, and the part, there's no path, I just scoot across rocks, and once I get to this rock, dump, that's it. There's no way across that, and we've got to get up there. Apparently, I'm thinking there's been some major changes in the landscape since the maps were made, and nothing corresponding at all. So I think if we want to get up to this glacier, we're gonna have to choose her own adventure, which I'm not a pro alpinist rock climber, so there's no free climbing going up anywhere up here. This is all highly unstable. This is a, I don't know, 40 meter rock sheer. You wouldn't come out of that too well, so I'm thinking the only way is backtracking, coming along the base of this lake and trying to come up this ridge line. But even that looks a bit gnarly coming up here. I don't even know if anyone's, I don't even know if this is possible. Not with that attitude, it's not. Chin up, emo kid. Alright, this doesn't look like much on the camera, but I just rock climbed up here and I got to here thinking it kind of half looked like someone piled these rocks up to make it easier, and that was the path. But I got up to the top, there's just all this really loose boulder and rock. You couldn't get any purchase at all. It was just like, you're just going to end up on a chute flying down here. So then the fun part of coming back down, so that got the heart rate going. So we'll try and find a plan C, D, what are we up to now? Plan C. We've decided, our map showed we're meant to go up here somewhere, but that just doesn't look possible. So we're going to try an uncharted way, just with our expert eyes. And we're going to go try this ridge line up here. But it's sure, I mean, far out. That looks crazy to get to. So we'll give this one a shot. I'll see you shortly when we get up to bloody trial D. And I think we're on the right track. We're starting to find a few rocks, cairns sort of marking the way. And there's a glacier you can see here. And I think that this wall is the front ice wall of the glacier. So we're going to have a look. But it's not the glacier we were looking for. This is Pasu Glacier. I'm pretty sure it's Pasu Glacier. We were trying to head to one over on the other side of that. But we'll take any glacier right now. But for you guys at home, watching along, probably sitting there thinking, damn, how are you so good at this? Well, let me tell you. I have a secret recipe that I take on my trips. I'm going to share it with you right now. I like to mix about half the amount of water I probably need for a trek with 2/3 bravado, another 1/3 incompetence, and then 1/4 of fun. So you do the maths on that. Oh, and don't forget, I always like to pack 2 bars of rocky moraine. Delicious. I was rubbing my chest because it's good for your heart and your soul. Rocky moraine, rocky moraine. You can play the game with rocky moraine, yeah. Just kind of going across the rock field here, and yeah, this is the front, I guess, the push wall of the glacier. I may have made up a term there, but you heard it here first. But you can kind of get a bit of an idea, well, from here anyway, like this is maybe, I don't know, let's talk in meters, maybe 100 meters high, possibly more. And beyond that was the real sort of, you know, beautiful crisp white. And I can see in the front edge of it, just along here, is those beautiful colours of, like, I don't know, like greens and like aquary blues going on up the top edge. This all looks black, so it looks like a giant rock, but it's not. It's actually all ice. And it's just, you know, it's collected all the stuff as it's pushed its way down through the valley. And you know, these things are constantly on the move. So I want to try to get up under the glacier. It's the best, I think it's always the best idea to get underneath a constantly moving 4 billion ton wall of ice. So let's do that. Look at this rock coming down. Holy hell. That was massive. That was a rock the size of a car. Right, okay. I'm not going any closer to this glacier. That's just proof of how, you know, these things are moving. I've seen a few smaller rocks coming. Well, I mean, you can see some of these huge ones here, and there's a lot of them precariously sitting on the top edge of it. It's ready to come down. Yeah, man, I'm not going any closer. That was gnarly. All right, here's your glacier. Captain America has gone up around the side here to get closer to the white part of the glacier up high. So I'll scoot up and around. Yeah, that's as close as I'm going. So I was down there, the wall is about there, following along the edge of the glacier, and this is just all ice. Now looks like it's just got all the pulverized rocks. As these things move, anything underneath them just gets destroyed, just gets turned into this fine grit and powder. And here it is all sitting on it, but you can see little rocks falling. It's constantly moving, but what you can feel is this cold, like this, like you've left the freezer door open, just blowing off this. And I guess, you know, it's like a massive lump of ice. So I don't know, I'm surprised, but just feeling the air, it's like it's blowing on me with the fan. But I'm trying to get up this this boulder. Oh, shit. I don't know if I like where I am actually. There's a huge rock here. I'm going to go up around the side. I was going to scoot around here, but there's a lot of rocks moving. Alright, I'll go up around this. We have aborted mission. We were going to try to get the whole way up to like where we sort of got up around the edge here, and you could see all the beautiful white of the glacier on the top side of it. But there's this huge sheer sort of cliff that runs around, and there was, you know, rocks coming down off of that. It's a hugely unstable area, and we kind of ended up in this bit of a valley right at the very base of it. It's and it's really hard going. There's no path. We're just going over these boulders and rocks, and so yeah, it was a bit dangerous heading up that way. We would have liked to have got up for you guys to get some cool footage, but that's not worth my life. Or is it? We're going to abandon mission on this. It's taken us a fair bit longer than we thought because we tried to go the other way, and we've ended up at a different glacier that we kind of didn't even know existed. But there's always next time, right? Glaciers aren't going anywhere. Oh, yes they are.